So here's how to buy hosting from HostGator. It's very easy to do, and if you'd like to follow along with me, I would highly recommend clicking the link down below in the description. If you do, you'll get taken to a page that looks very similar to this. And as you can see, it says you can create a website with this exclusive offer. So a big reason for using that link is because it's always going to be updated to some of the best offers that you get. With this, you get free 1-year domain registration on select plans, one-click WordPress installation, free SSL certificate, and of course 24/7 WordPress experts. So when you arrive on this page, as you can see as you scroll down a little bit below, you're going to see the big pricing plans here. So with the hatchling, now 73% off, this is going to be $299 a month. Baby plan is going to come out to $399 a month, and the business plan is going to be $549 a month. So keep in mind when they do renew, it is going to be a little bit more, so that's something to take into consideration. However, you're probably going to be wondering which one should you go with, given the fact these are only going to be $1 more extra per month. So with the hatchling, some of the biggest perks here, you're going to be getting 10 websites and you get 10 gigs of storage. And aside from that, you're going to get a few other things. So not a whole lot that's going to be different here. However, with the baby plan, while you are paying only $1 more, you're getting up to 20 websites and 20 gigs here. Another increase from going from the hatchling to the baby plan is that there's now the Cloudflare CDN right here, so you can get faster page loading with Cloudflare CDN and of course increased performance. So that's just something to keep in mind, but in my opinion, if you're just getting started, if you're just getting up and running, if it's your first website, maybe your second, you don't need any more than 10 websites, then hatchling is probably going to be best for you. And of course, just keep in mind that it will renew at $10.99 a month. So let's say you want hatchling, but if you want a different one, simply click on the choose plan button. Alright, and given the fact you are using my link, it does come with the ability to register a domain for free for the first year, which is fantastic. So what you can do is I want to use a domain I already have if you wanted to do it. If you want to register a new domain, you would do it right there. And I do recommend that if you are going to be registering a new domain, you go with the private registration. If you click on it right here, ideally what's going to happen if you're unprotected, it's going to show your name and your address. This leads to a ton of spam. Trust me, I've had it not protected before. And of course, when it is, it's just going to be something generic that is not your information. So a very good thing to do. I would highly recommend that, just giving you my opinion there. But maybe you don't know a domain to use right now. You can always do it later, so that's not a big deal. If you have a domain you want to do, simply register it right there, type it in, and then search for a domain. But if you always want to just choose it later, which I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to go with this right here, choose domain later. Alright, so now we are going to be moving to these specific plans and how often you want to pay for them. So I don't recommend monthly. It's just going to be the most, as you can see right off the bat. If you go with 1 year, it's only going to be $3.49 per month. But if you go with 3 years, it's only going to be $2.99 per month. That's of course factored into how much you would pay, of course, like for annually and so on and so forth. So if you want to save the most amount of money, 3 years is going to be your best bet. You will pay a little bit more upfront, which is completely fine. But if you know you're going to be using your website for like the long term, that's definitely something good to do. But maybe you just want to use it for a month, you could always go with that. Just keep in mind when you do use this for 1 year, when it does renew, it is going to be a little bit more. So ultimately, this is going to be the best bet right here. Not only do you save the most amount, but when it renews, it is going to be the least amount for pricing wise, okay? Talks about some of the features included here with the free SSL, for Let's Encrypt, free malware scan. There is also going to be a professional email trial, as you can see right here. You will receive a 1-month free trial professional email, which will be included, one email inbox. Now, if you don't want to use this, you simply don't have to. You can just simply click on the trash can right here. Maybe you just want to use like a Gmail or a Yahoo email. It might not be as professional looking, but if you want to save some money, you can do that. Of course, you don't always have to hit the delete on it. You can use it if you want. There's going to be some other things here if you want to add them with cyber attacks, protecting your website, selling online in a snap. I feel like these are just additional if you want them. They're not 100% needed, but if there are anything there you really want, like for example, if you want to make sure that cyber attacks are not a threat, you can go about doing that, but that's really up to you. This is going to be the bare bones that I recommend. You can always upgrade and get different types of features later down the road should you want them. So aside from that, what we want to do is click on the continue to checkout right here. You already have the big savings in for $278.90. That is going to be dependent on like the plan and how long you're going to be paying for it, of course. So continue to checkout. All right, my friend, and this is going to be the last step where you're going to have to come in, enter your information here. So this is going to be all of yours right here. If you want to hear from them, you can check off this. And this is going to be where obviously the payment section is. Whether you want to use card, you can use PayPal. It's really going to be up to you. And of course, once all of this is filled in, what you simply want to do is click on the submit payment button, and you, my friend, are going to be good to go. And that's how you can go about purchasing hosting from HostGator. It's pretty straightforward. They do come with some pretty solid pricing, so I hope this video helped you out when it comes to this tutorial. And of course, if you were just watching and you wanted to see what the process was going to be like and you would like to check it out now, be sure to click the link down below in the description, because that's going to allow you to get the best and up-to-date savings when it comes to purchasing HostGator. My name is James. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy.